Self-portrait number 22. And there he was, splendid, stepping off the plane, heading to the exit. Good to be him. He began to sing to the theme music. 10 for the road, baby, for you, maybe, it's who you are, a little cigar. The camera comes closer, then moves right past, to focus on what might have been his youthful doppelganger, Bobby Zen, movie star. Anyone not as deluded as Marlowe would have realized Bobby was the star of the scene. The director cut. A PA took Marlowe's phone and erased the shots taken against the rules of the production. Then he's hustled off the set. Bobby Zen knew what it was like to be cut out of history. Some remember the missing 1970 Tijuana Smalls commercial with Cass Elliot of the Mamas and Papas and blues guitarist Johnny Winter playing a National Steel. Sonny and Cher, Ravi Shankar, Janis Joplin blows bubbles at B.B. King. Bobby Zen wannabe hipster strolls on the wild side through some mythical psychedelic backstreet where every illicit and forbidden pleasure was being offered. It's something new, baby, for you, baby, the things that you do. That's you, baby, slim and mild, aged like wine. It's who you are, a little cigar. Modern times. The little guy, a factory worker, a gamin, a cafe proprietor, Chester Conklin reincarnated as mechanic. What kind of world is it if the gamin and the tramp fade in the sunset without hope? New York Times, 10 cents, headline, Tiger Brown acquitted, Lex Luthor pardoned. Bait and switch, switches bait. Why wait? Go to the moon this June. Space travel is cheap, but not round trip or first cabin. First steerage is le luxe, and only for those with big bucks. These big tippers crowd the cabarets of Love Token Alley. A scapegrace, out of favor, one who has escaped grace, a graceless fellow. Scapegraces rule the land, an unruly herd of assholes. Said the prophet Lepton, just 'cause snake oil sales are up doesn't mean snakes are scarce. Bolt the doors, draw the shades. This crowd is no fun. Oh, warns Mr. Boots. The future not looking good for the little guy. Oh, best be ready to slink through the thinnest of cracks. The future, you say? Oh, the future, sure, someday, you bet. Oh, the future. Please, not yet. On the Côte de Bonga they sang, I never could do the conga, could never get through the conga. But if you say, do the conga, I ain't hep to that step, but I'll dig it. In the street, the beat comes up from the feet. Feel the beat, feel the heat, feel the rage. Do nothingism, say nothingism. Go along, get along, take it up the butt, bud, so what? No new under sun. Greed, stupidity, cowardliness, gun-toters whipped up by excrement merchants in the employ of wily weasels, Loot and Pillage LLC, snug in bed at night. Bing, bang, boom, zippy, zippy, zoom, zipper, zapper, flipper, flapper, a hungry silver snapper, snapping at the silver moon. Nippy, snippy, snipper fish with sparkly, shiny teeth, make little fishies wary round the reef. Slippy, 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 little fishy, slip into a crevice or a crease. Why, little fishies never close their eyes, sleeping with their eyes wide open. And like little fishies all over town, everyone was sleeping with their eyes wide open. Dictators, thugs, and crocodiles proclaiming to be soft as wool. In the paradise that is the Côte de Bonga, a consistent story. Fuck the planet, let's get rich. Walk the chalk, stay in step, toe the mark, vote yes for Bonga Corp. Times were tribal and scammers ruled. Dog eat dog, even labradoodles. There's no dough in tomorrow. Tomorrow is a no-go. Not when the boom is on. After the boom, there will be the bust. No fuss, no muss, 'cause we'll be dead. Vote yes. Paradise was paradise, but Bonga Corp promised a better paradise. The people voted no, but somehow, with the new math and new upside-down laws, yes prevailed. Watch out for falling coconut signs posted everywhere. Watch out for assholes, thieves, and crooks. That's what should have been posted. Some say we should have seen it coming. Such a sham, a load of ham. But we didn't, and wham. Falling coconuts, the least of the problems now. Those who washed up before the big thud had seen it all before and recognized it for what it was. But even they had underestimated the cupidity of the low fellows that followed them. Fade in. The recent past. London, England. Brexit. Megxit. A nasty, dirty drizzle, everything sloppy, slippery. Close on posh gallery window. Silk screen with white lacquered frame. Mr. Boots, lost reward. Next to that, Kit Marlowe with eye patch. And next to that, Lester Bester as John D. Rock, Jr. Before the end of the day, all of these and several more will be gobbled up by rapacious art buyers. Art Smitten was top of the pops. Wide shot. Bond Street between Green Park and Piccadilly. That 3-block square, once an art scene, now the rich in Bentleys pull up and dash out. Everyone has a bodyguard. Everyone's in a rush. This goes on all day. These people have all the money. Same in Paris, New York, and Beijing. Came the crash, the rich took a lickin', but kept on tickin'. When they lowered the lifeboats, it was strictly shareholders and executives first. In a near future that rhymes with the past, things did not go so swell for the little guy. You couldn't see a cat and not see catastrophe. By trade I am a sandwich man, that is, I carry boards. And a poor man has a heart to love as well as dukes and lords. And so had I told her so. She promised me she'd wed. And so she did, but 'twasn't me, 'twas the cat's meat man instead. When we last encountered Bonga Corp, they were freshly indicted, made a killing in recreational opiates until the roof fell in and the enterprise had to change its name. A few substitutes were trotted out and quickly trotted away. One floated for a while, Human Waste LLC. But in the end, Bonga Corp became not Bonga Corp. Not conjured so many things. They'd turned a corner, seemed to light. Everything different now. Trust us. Seemed a deft move. They had all the stationery. Why kill a tree? If they got a stamp and an ink pad, they could save a bundle. No pricey new logo. Legal liked it. Not only was adequate, it was just enough to not admit guilt, but not wipe off the guilty smirk. The ambitious penny-pinching VP loved the idea, didn't realize it was a joke. And so, a rubber stamp with the word "not" on it. Not went on everything until the stamp was lost. And it was Bonga Corp again, but few noticed. All was forgiven when cooler heads prevailed in the courts, where the vested interests now made the laws, and the laws made sure justice didn't trickle down to the little guy. Not when the economy was booming again. But things were fraying at the edges. Some demanded better oversight, and sure, when they voted to slash the safety net, they thought they voted to slash the other guy. And when the net was cut, they crashed with a thump. They didn't blame themselves. It was the other guy. People got what they thought they wanted, and now are experiencing cognitive dissonance prompted by the uncomfortable awareness they'd been duped. Did others feel duped? A look left, right. No one seemed troubled. Okay, keep it buttoned. And sure, you might want to spoil a party and throw a tantrum, but if you spoil the party, you spoil it for everyone. Those at the top wanted just maybe a little slice more. Oh no, not the cherry, I couldn't, slimming down. And who could begrudge the gang at the top? Holding tight is not easy when the totem pole is slippery. Do they think about the little guy on the top floor? Not much. From the top floor, the little guy looks awfully small. And if they didn't grab it now when the grabbing was good, when could they grab it? Did they not deserve it? Oh, the freedom. 3 cheers for the future so bright, if by bright you mean dim. For the little guy, it was grim.